Most traders know the patterns. Breakouts, gap fills, bounces off the 9 EMA. And yet, most still fail, not from a lack of knowledge. They fail because they're trading without context. Would you drive blindfolded on the freeway? That's what it's like trading without understanding market structure. Are we trending, consolidating, or reversing? Which setups fit today's environment? What levels truly matter and which are just noise? Market context answers all of that. That's why every morning I post a clear market context and game plan. It's the same blueprint I use before every trade. You'll know if we're in expansion or contraction mode, when to trust the open or fade it, whether a gap will run or reverse, where traders are trapped and where price is likely to react. With context, you're not chasing, you're executing. If you want to trade with clarity and conviction, read the daily game plan by 9 AM EST on Substack. Join us live on Discord and YouTube. It's not about seeing more setups. It's about knowing which ones matter before the bell rings.
Good morning, traders. Today is an important day. 8:30, we have the key data coming in at 8:30, which is the initial claims, the continuing claims. Let me show you on the Finviz. If you can go on the Finviz, you can see here we have data, and then today is also an FOMC rate decision at 2 p.m. So market is going to be a bit volatile in the morning, and then it's may just chop around and not going to give you more opportunities. So be very selective in the opportunities. Whatever you get it, take one or two shots in the morning, and if you lose, don't try to force yourself, because the problem is that if you try to force yourself, uh, market may not going to give you much opportunities because going to wait for the FOMC decision, or it could be other way as well. That sometime in the morning market go up and then slowly grinding down, or market grinds down in the morning session and then slowly move back up. So it could be any situations like that. So we need to be very careful. I would trade, but I would recommend not to trade too much on those days. Just trade one or two trades, and then if you want to trade after FOMC, that may be the decision. But if you don't want to trade, just don't trade it. So right now we see here, market was selling off yesterday. Market is right now around 60-50, almost most of it. Right now is trying to pull back. We don't know whether market going to turn down back or is going to rip. So we need to be watching that to see what is market going to do once the claims data comes in. Right, I'm not going to take any position before the FOMC. I'm just going to wait to see that's what we're going to do here. We do not need to force the trade. Good morning, Wilmer. So 8:30, we have a data. In just a few seconds, the data is going to come in, and there might be a spike up and down. We'll see. Today is also we have an FOMC rate decision. Right, 10 more seconds before the data comes in. Don't take any position at this point. right? Data came in, first move. There's no big reaction from the market. Uh, that's interesting. So market didn't have any reaction. Now coming back down, but not too much. Not too much. So no reaction as such in the market. No big spike up, no big spike down. Yeah, very muted reaction. So no reaction from the market. So very much aligned what market was expecting. So nothing significantly different. I think that's maybe the reason is already muted. Um, Housing data is just a little bit weaker. Less permits are issued, um, but the initial claims and continuing claims are uh, more or less very close in line. So let's see what's going to happen. Is the market going to continue the lower side, or market going to continue to move on the upside move? In this area, market is really slowing down, which is the 22,000 level and the 60,044. Um, let's see if market can push us down. If this market pushes down, there is almost the 30 points drop could have been happen, which is going to close the gap. So how are you, Moldor? How's everything? You good? Did you trade anything yesterday? That's really good, huh? You're improving really well. You're controlling your emotions, not over trading. That's really good. Yeah, I think what's happening these days is so market is not always like that. So there is always a phase comes in the market when you see, uh, uh, when the afternoons are really working fine. What happening is that if you look at yesterday, I'm going to give you a little summary and then we're going to analyze for today. But if you recall, at the time when we had it, I'm sharing my screen right now. So those you guys, let me just reshare my screen on the YouTube so you can also uh, learn. Let me just replace the screen and do the pre-market analysis. So if you remember, when we started a day yesterday, right, and this was not like this. It was close to the doji, and I was saying to you that there's a high likelihood that today either is going to close doji or we might gonna go and retest the bottom area, right? And in the morning, it was consolidating. It was such a, in a tiny range that we didn't get a lot of opportunities in the morning. So when this happens, when the market doesn't move at all in the morning, sometime market give you opportunities in the afternoon, but not necessarily every time. It may just very well be the doji day, like this day, right? A very small. Um, but because if you look at the, and I think I mentioned on the chat room when it's happening, there was a big gap there. So if market was not able to go back up, there was likelihood that the market may gonna be close the gap, and that's exactly what happened when market came back here 6059, and I think around 150. I messaged on our chat room that market going to close the gap so we can look for the short entries, and I think that's where I made the call and traded it, and then it turned positive for the day from the morning session. Okay, so right now look at it. Right now, market is going back again on the downside, and likely market going to go and close the overnight session, uh, which is around the 21,965. But sometime you need to be careful because this can easily go back and stay in the range. So not every afternoon works, but when you see the range clearly breaks down and you see the opportunities, I think that's the way we need to trade. This is a big drop coming in the market. Seems like the market want to close the gap. So it's really important, guys, to always remember that not every afternoon, but yes, when there is some levels, and see that's what I'm saying, that market might gonna close this level as well. So that's what's happening right now. Market wanna go towards that to close it. Let's see what happens now. Market just closed it. If you look at it, market has just closed this. So we need to see what has been now. So market just closed the gap, not turning back up green. So these small ranges you can play for the scalp, uh, but you can't hold the long because it can reverse easily now the moment the ES has closed the gap. And NQ is still not able to, already close once, moving back up down. It could be a higher low setup here in the market. So always remember that not every afternoon, but yes, some afternoons could be better afternoons. So we're just gonna wait for a few more minutes, and then we're gonna start the analysis for today. Today could be an important day and could be a choppy. Okay, so be very careful. Don't overtrade today. Market may stay in the range, go up and down. Uh, you're gonna feel like market is making aggressive move, but market is not going anywhere, just sticking within the ranges. Okay, so be very careful. Let's start with the analysis today. Let me just share it back. Here you go. Okay, all right. So right now, where are we? Okay, so let me just clean this up and we can start the analysis. So here you go. So, despite uh, there's a geopolitical uncertainty here, but if you look at that, market is extremely bullish all the way from the April bottom all the way we came in here. Now, right now, of course, we are in the consolidation phase. Um, if I may say, excuse me. Okay, all right, let's look at it. So we're looking at the ES, and if you look at it here, we have a very tight consolidation. Within that, we have a few days last week consolidation, and right now we have a few days of consolidation right now. So we have a very tight consolidation over one another. Uh, Still very strong, and if you look at it, this happened a couple of times, but there's a longer stretch of consolidation. We are stretching and making a ladder, kind of a ladder step up, consolidate, up, consolidate, up, consolidation, up. So today could be an important day of FOMC. They need to decide whether what they want to do, whether they want to continue to move back up, or they wanted to, market doesn't like the rate cut decisions and then it starts selling off. And if you look at the little warning, then and let's just do it here. So, guys, please give us a thumbs up if you're watching us, and if you have any questions, feel free to send us the questions as well, and I would answer it as we move along. But if you look at the little on the 30 minutes chart, just to understand the time frame, so we had kind of a top what we made on the June 16th with the recent top on 6,010. Uh, After that, definitely, if you consider this high, this is going the lower high, and then we made another lower high in the pre-market today. So now, and look at this channel, and it's really coming down now. So question is that, is this going to continue today? uh, and retest 6,000 before the FOMC meeting, or is just going to go consolidate a little bit here and it will decide after FOMC. So mark those two lines on your chart. This could be the crucial ones. If these areas are breaking out, then definitely you can consider after FOMC if we're going long if this happens, and if it doesn't happen, then we can give it. So clearly we have a right channel here, right? If you can look at it, we have the lower highs structure in place at this point, and it's very important for you guys to appreciate those things. Let me just take the picture of this so then we know. And remember, today is the FOMC day. Uh, the given what the structure we have seen, um, on a shorter time frame, we are having a lower high structure. On the higher time frame, we have a little longer stretch of consolidation in a ladder format. We have seen a couple of times. Let me just show you again. Look at this up consolidation of the ladder, up consolidation, up, and this stretch is a little longer stretch, almost 5 days of consolidation with couple of failed breakout as well, and then here breakout again. Right now we're still holding on the previous consolidation, so there's nothing wrong. 6040 is a key level. There's no bearishness on the daily chart, but as I mentioned on the 30 minutes chart, we have definitely have a lower high structure coming in, right? And you can look at it here, mark those levels. These are the key levels. Each attempt to push higher, um, basically is failing right now, right? So the buyer's exhaustion is coming in on the shorter time frame. Control is shifting. You always remember that the control always starts shifting on a lower time frame, and then it would reflect into the higher time frame. So we see the early trends. I don't know whether this is going to just a a short-term imbalance created, and then after FOMC, market is going to break out, or after FOMC phase. But we have the key levels. We don't know what's going to happen, but we know that if markets stay between the 6,000 and 6,060 ranges, then likely we do not see any reaction as such. But if market breaks out or breaks down, then we know for sure that market is in the structural uh, control shift. So just to summarize again, on the daily time frame, we have a bullishness, extreme bullishness, consolidation, ladder style move, move up, consolidation on a tight range, and then burst, and then again consolidate. On the last few days, we see on the shorter time frame, we have some weakness coming in. It could be because of the geopolitical condition, but we see on a 30-minute chart the lower high is making. Now, today's FOMC decision, we don't know what's going to happen, but we know the key levels. If market breaks out over 660, then likely there is a chance that market going to continue and make the all-time high. But if it fails under 6,000, then there is a likelihood that market is shifting. The buy control is shifting from buyers to sellers, and sellers are getting more strong. Any question, guys, on this before we start looking at the NQ? Morning, Vivek. And guys, I really appreciate if you're gonna give a thumbs up. Morning. Very good, very good. So today's FOMC. Uh, don't take too many shots in the morning. Yeah, go ahead. Usually, I like to trade after the FOMC. So next week would be really important. Today just be the noise. You hardly see a one FOMC in the whole year, where FOMC really give you a strong momentum. Rest of the FOMC is just a chop. Okay, so there's always the hard to take an edge, but for me, is important is that what happens after FOMC, right? FOMC happened, market may make all-time high. Even if you remember, even the last time when we broke down, let me just show you. I think it's really important. So let me show you uh, what happened last time. So here you go. So you remember? So if somebody go on the Google and just confirm uh, what was the date of the FOMC in the February. I think it was this February 18, February 18, I guess. 18 or 19. Can you check that when was the last FOMC? I think it was February 19th. Yeah, but what is the February date? I think it's likely to be February 19th. Anyway, it's somewhere here. Either February 19, I think it's always usually the third third weeks comes in, third Wednesday, I guess. So I think likely with the February 19. But what happened? Market broke out on February 19. Everybody got excited on the FOMC day. Market broke out. What happened the next following days? This was a Thursday. Boom, boom, boom. So always remember. So no, not the March, the February one. So I remember the February here and the market broke out, and then after that, the market started selling off. So what I'm trying to say that usually the day of a FOMC will not give you the right opportunity. Okay, majority of the time it's gonna be the falling. But if you recall here, somewhere, I think it was what? I think it was somewhere. Let me show you. So it was the. Uh, I can go up. Okay, here we go. So I think here. So only this was the FOMC day. Uh, this one is the December 18th. So this is the only FOMC day which gave us a really big momentum day. If you go back and look at it, this was a December 18th where it gave you the. But I'm saying that not every FOMC is like that. Majority of the FOMC meetings are like this, which doesn't going to give you too much. So this is once in a while FOMC meeting. There's nothing in the February because I remember there was something because that's the way it made the all-time high. Okay, I will reconfirm it, but I think there was something. Oh, so what does it say here? If I go here, 2025, yes, January 2029. Yes, there's something on the February. I remember that basically triggered the all-time high. Yeah, yeah, it's 2024, 2025 now. So yes, you're right. I don't see anything on 25 FOMC. But I will check. There was something. It should be in my notes because there was something on the February. It made market all time high based on that, and then the following that, the tariff and everything started becoming so certain. Uh, anyway, so the point is that usually FOMC doesn't give you a lot of opportunities, and also remember there might be only a one or two move today before the FOMC, so don't press too hard. If you are profitable, take those. If you're not, then just don't push too much because you're likely gonna chop out into those ranges and you're gonna lose money. So we're gonna see the first 30 minutes. If you can find the right opportunities, right behavior, then we can take it. If not, we will just pass it because there is a possibility that market may take the aggressive move in the first few minutes and then just chop around, right? And then again, market started, getting a little bit either ahead or continuation of the trend based on the FOMC update start coming in after 11:30. So there could be a very you know quick moves we can find it, and then it's nothing after that. Any question, guys? So sometime I respond back to my Discord because they are listening to me, and they can chat to me over the voice. You might YouTube, listeners may not able to hear them, so I usually repeat the questions and then answer them. So if you have any question, feel free to uh, put it down. So market right now still the same thing, consolidating, doing nothing much as such. Any question, guys? If not, then I'm just going to take a quick break and I'll be back in a few minutes.
If you're here to flip coins and gamble, click away. If you're here to actually learn how to trade futures with structure, strategy, and real results, then welcome. Because most people don't make it. Not because they are not smart, but because no one ever taught them how to build a foundation. Hello there and welcome. I'm Sean, the founder of Smart Traders Capital, and truly glad you're here. You have taken the first step into one of the most misunderstood profession is day trading. We believe trading is more than pushing buttons and chasing green candles. It's a craft, a discipline, a journey. Let me be real with you. This world is filled with noise. You have probably seen screenshots, the Lambos, the flashy wins on social medias, but they don't show you is the work, the structure, the thousands of mistakes behind every win. Yes, you can make money in trading and change your life, but only if you're willing to go slow and right. Yes, read it again. Slow and right.
Most people who enter this game rush in like it's casino. They'll click buy or sell. They're placing a bet, hoping the market move in their favor. Sometime it does, and that random win feels like a magic. But randomness is not the strategy, and without the structure, you will lose more than you win. The market is like a 24/7 live stream. It's always moving, full of actions, suspense, drama, just like your favorite Netflix series. But don't get lost in the entertainment. Every trade you take must have a reason, a plan, a risk management. You can live with it, but you're not here to binge with price. You're here to learn how to navigate it with the clarity. Let me tell you the hard truth. Every trade you take has a 50% chance of winning and 50% chance of losing. But trading isn't about coin flips. It's about stacking the odds in your favor through preparation, through risk controls, through execution and reflection. One good trade won't make you rich. One bad trade without discipline can wipe out weeks of progress. Weeks of progress. This journey will challenge you. Some days you will powerful, other days defeated. But if you're willing to take it slow, if you are ready to unlearn bad habits and build the right habits, then you are here in the right place. We are not here to sell dreams. We are here to teach reality through structured sessions, real market examples, and a community that actually supports you will show you how to approach training like a professional. If this resonates with you, then here is the next step. This video is part of 5-part beginner series to help you start trading futures. Right away, we are going to talk the real strategies, risk controls, journaling, market prep, everything I wish someone gave me when I started. So this message resonates with you, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell icon on, and watch for the episode number 2, how to prep for the trading day, dropping soon.
Most traders know the patterns. Breakouts, gap fills, bounces off the 9 EMA. And yet, most still fail, not from a lack of knowledge. They fail because they're trading without context. Would you drive blindfolded on the freeway? That's what it's like trading without understanding market structure. Are we trending, consolidating, or reversing? Which setups fit today's environment? What levels truly matter and which are just noise? Market context answers all of that. That's why every morning I post a clear market context and game plan. It's the same blueprint I use before every trade. You'll know if we're in expansion or contraction mode, when to trust the open or fade it, whether a gap will run or reverse, where traders are trapped and where price is likely to react. With context, you're not chasing, you're executing. If you want to trade with clarity and conviction, read the daily game plan by 9 AM EST on Substack. Join us live on Discord and YouTube. It's not about seeing more setups. It's about knowing which ones matter before the bell rings.
So market's still in the range, just closed the gap here and then moving back up. It's going to be a little tricky. If you look at it, and if we look at it here, so as far as the ES stay between 6035 and 6060, they're going to be harder for us to trade. We want either market to continue the yesterday trend, and we know the yesterday trend is the downside, or we want market to quickly climb back on the upside. So one needs to be done, but let's see what market is going to do. I don't know. So let's just set up the charts. We have 10 minutes remaining. So if you look at here, you can clearly see so we almost closed the gap. Right now we are just close to 6045. 6045 is the ES, and the 22,000 close to is the NQ. So we'll see. If we for the upside, we want really market to break 650, 6050 and 6060, and for the downside, we want market to break the 6040 and then maybe retest the yesterday last night low, which is around 6020, and then on the NQ we have 21860. Morning heat. So trade really smart today. Don't push too much, because you might not gonna find a lot of opportunities before 2 p.m. and then also after 2 p.m. Need to be cautious about trading it. It's going to be volatile. Only trade, as we discussed, that if market is break out the ranges. If market doesn't break out the ranges, stay within the range, then try to trade either the mean reversal or mean reversion, or don't trade at all. I think we saw it yesterday. It's a short period. I think it's open until 1 p.m. Uh, it I think basically tomorrow, whether it's going to be good day or bad day, is going to be decided today. Uh, because if the markets take the direction on the upside, then you might gonna see a continuation of breakout tomorrow. Because then we have tomorrow we have a half day, and then for stock market is going to be off. Just the futures is going to open. So those stocks who are directly impacting with the rate cut decisions, they might gonna react, accordingly. I think the one thing is important that yesterday we saw a breakout into the crude oil, which is right now, went back into the $73 range. Didn't break out from last night. Last night high was 74. So keep an eye if CL continue to break out like the UVXY is breaking out, then market might gonna sell off. Did you find a way to put the alerts on the ninja readers? Because yesterday we missed the whole breakout move on ninja readers. Because I don't know, I'm trying to find a way to put the alert. Because the crude oil, I don't have a crude oil on my desk. The crude oil is only I have on the ninja readers. Still very strong. The crude oil looks like one to break out 74. You didn't find it, right? You didn't find it? Yes, I think. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't want to go into a lot of different uh, softwares. Is already my system is already. I need to do streamings and everything is really too much. But there should be, alert is a basic feature. There should have somewhere. I'm going to do I'm going to do the search today. Uh, no, just to set up the alert in Ninja Readers. Yeah, I will find out. But crude oil is doing really good. If it's and for crude oil, if you want to trade at least on the 15 minutes time frame. Crude oil is really slow, so you have to trade it. I traded uh, last few days just for trying, just to understand this instrument with the small size. It's really powerful if it breaks out, but take it 15 minutes time frame to trade this. Might 8 more minutes. Market is going back and retesting 60-50. Don't push too hard today, okay? A very tight consolidated. Look, even if you look at it, my screen, you can see um, that right now we are on the 60-50 level, and the top is 60-82, and the bottom is 60-20. Do you see that? We are exactly on the middle of the range. Like the yesterday, what we are in the middle of the range. So we don't know which side market want to go first. And that's exactly happened yesterday. Yeah, yesterday market wanted to go up first and then come down. We don't know whether market wants to go down first and then come back to come back up later on. So those places where market is in in the middle of it in the range is really hard to find an edge there. Then what's going to happen? So don't try too much. Just try on 1 attempt or something like that. right, 5 more minutes. I see on the book map some orders on the upside. Not too many orders on the downside. So 4 more minutes. It's a very tight range right now. Sell-off came in. One more minute. Thirty more seconds. Good luck. Okay, manage your risk properly. It's always good to learn. Is all content is educational content. Okay, then trading is risky. Before putting your own money on the line, always make sure that you understand. All right. Good luck. Already the first push down, aggressive push down. I think that's what I was thinking. They might just gonna push aggressively down. Let's see what happens now. Well, it's all bought back up. Though I do not see any big orders, but they pulled it down and then bought it back up. All right, let's see what happens now. Can it reclaim? Okay, watch for the short unders. I'm thinking to go NQ. You can select the MNQ. If it's go under 21,980, it seems better risk to reward. 21,980. Not yet. Let this minute close and then we can enter. Wait, not yet. It's just pushes too quickly. Okay, let's see if it breaks down now. Okay, I'm showing. A continuation. Come on. Good coming. I'm gonna take a quick partial because it's so early. No, don't stop me. Come on, push. Okay, any pullback, slightly pullback, I'm gonna be out. As far as moving, I'm taking it, trailing it. Come on, a little bit more, one more push down. Good, good, good. Almost. Okay. Come on. One more. All right, I'm out. I got almost 40 points. Have any one of you taken with me? Any one of you taken with me? Anyone on the YouTube taking the trade? You can't hear those music, right? Which I'm playing. Vivek, did you take it? Still moving, huh? Vivek, did you take it? No, I gave almost a minute to close. Almost more than 30 seconds I waited. Oh, so basically because okay, always keep MNQ and MES with on your screen. Always. Okay. And the only reason I did it because if you look at it, MNQ has a more room. Look and see, MNQ still have a room to go, NQ, but ES is almost closed now. Close to 60 to 35 now. We don't know whether it's going to bounce. This is a pre-market low, close to it. If this level breaks, then we can go all the way to the 620. But I think this is a pretty, look at the pretty flash 5 minutes down. But don't try to think that this is it. It may not go further down because it can easily go back and retest 21,860. So don't try to go long or take the reversal. We'll wait. We'll wait and see what happens next. Because if we have taken the NQ ES, we only got 4 points. Thank you. Yeah, that's what happened. We wait for the whole just to market open. So I'm up almost $600. So that's really cool. I'm up $600 today. I did it the one trade before the morning session, and then second trade I took it here. Did you? Oh, I basically didn't show you guys. I basically okay here. So this is my entries. Okay, it's coming further down. I think it's gonna go further down. If you're gonna try smaller contract size, you can try here. I think it's might gonna break down further. It looks market really weak. Oh, what did it do? Oh man, I mistakenly entered into my other account with a very tiny stop loss. So I entered and stopped out. So we'll reassess. But it looks really weak. It seems like market might gonna go another leg down here, and might gonna close the whole gap. So I'm out from that entry which I was talking about. I'm gonna reassess and re-enter. Not yet. Let's see. Let's this 5 minutes close and let's see what happens here. Okay, so market is holding the pre-market low. Another 2 minutes before this candle is close. Okay. Can it push down? Okay, ES came into the opening candle right now in the first 2 minutes of candle. NQ is still, lower. Okay, seems like another 1 minute. Okay, let's see. Can push down further. ES is almost making engulfing, so it could be that just a range, not a continuation. But this minute is important. Can it go and close below 60.40 on the ES side? Yeah, another 30 seconds. Let's see what market does here. It can easily go to 60.20, the ES. Let's see, this is important candle here. Can it fails or it pushes up higher? If it pushes up higher, then there is likely that the whole range recovery. Okay, so ES is failing now, coming at below 60.40. Okay, here you go. I'm small size re-entered. Come on, don't pull it, don't throw me out. Okay. NQ ES is failing, but NQ is not wanted to fail anymore. Let's see. Can fail market fail here? It's really important if this market has to go close below 640, 60.40. Market doesn't want to close. Okay. If market going to break out here, I'm going to close it. If ES go break 60.43, I'm going to stop out. Still holding it. ES is trying to come down. Come on. Okay, good. This is it. Come on. Come on. NQ is holding it back again. ES is dropped, but NQ is holding. Come on, continue to push down. Didn't like it. NQ is holding it well. Right now, I think now it's pushing down, so that's good. Come on, come lower. There is a room to push down and retest this 528 level, but NQ is holding it. ES is doing really good. ES is failing, but NQ is really holding it. He has also tried to recover now. I think now if it bounces back and reclaim those levels, then it's going to want to bounce. It's nicely holding, so we get ready for stopping out. I'm still holding it because just the on the Bookmap didn't clear the 60.43 full order. So if this candle, close strong, then I'm going to be stopped out. If it's this candle is because on the Bookmap it didn't take the whole order. so minute closes, but didn't close strong. Let's see if this continues to move up, then I'm going to be out as well. So far it's dropping, but it can easily pull back up. If it's going to pull back up now, I'm going to be out. 45, 50 minutes. Okay, it's coming down now. Couldn't take the whole order on the Bookmap. Let's see. Still, we are not out of it. Still, they're claiming it's above the overnight. Okay, we made the. Okay, this is really a strong one now. Let's see. I'm really ready. If it's gonna push us up, I'm gonna out. Okay, a few more seconds before I close the button. It's really holding it. Okay. Okay, I'm very close. Dropping out again is rejected. The view out. I don't know what I wanted to do. Wanted to continue down or up. Slowly grinding out, basically. Okay, I'm out. I gave it enough chance to get an order, and I think that was a big hit because I gave it a chance a little bit more. So if you look at the 5 minutes here, uh, so this made the doji, and I was thinking it's going to push back down. So giving it a chance, uh, and at the time I was on the NQ. So what was happening here, I was thinking it may hold this prior high. The moment it reclaimed this, I basically stopped out on the prior high. It can easily be in the range now, so you never know. It's just maybe pushes down, pushes up, and then maybe continue now 1659 and then come back down, or just fail here and then come back down again. Look at very ugly candle at this point here. So idea was here is that we might gonna go and retest this 21,860, which is the yesterday overnight session low. And it was really possible because we came down below, uh, and then I was thinking it's gonna make the higher lows and come back down, but really strong. Again, one more, and I don't see any order on the down on the support side, so it's just a little weird the way it did happen. But you know what? Anything can expect, right, from the market. Okay, let's see what happened next. Let's see, let it evaluate. That can we find any other good trade here? It's still green. Uh, That's why it's really important that the second trade always you risk less. Okay, the full recovery, so full, so full is a V-shaped recovery basically. Clearly came down, came back up. I don't know what next going to do. Either it's going to push back up and make the new high, or it's going to fail here. 6,050 is a key level. 6,050 is a key. Can it reclaim 6050? Okay, so it's breaking out now after this bearish move. It's almost 10 o'clock, 5 minutes remaining. 8 minutes remaining, sorry. Can it fail here? Still very strong. Push up. Very strong push here. Look at this. Look at this squeeze. So it's right now seems like the market wanted to go and retest 6,059. We can't do anything on this move now. We need to wait for market to. So if you look at it now, we had an opening range push. This push right now is without any, it's just like a creating a downside pressure. Short, short, people wanted to short. They basically trap the shorts, never make the higher lows. We stop on the right time, and then see without even consolidation, it's just spike up and going back and retesting the pre-market high. So essentially, the range between the pre-market low to pre-market high. NQ is now rejected the 2020. Let's see what happened here. We might want to find another short entry here. If this failure is a real failure, look at the 5 minutes, how 5 minutes shaping up on the ES and NQ. but don't judge it from any one candle. We need to be carefully take it. So NQ 5 minutes is really doji. Let's see, can the market sell off here? Keep an eye. If market breaks out here, it could be a very strong breakout, okay? Because this candle is forming as a short side candle, so a lot of traders would short it. But if it breaks out and continue to move up, it's going to be a very strong move all the way to the 2070. So get ready to go long, and if it fails, then just stop out, okay? Don't reverse it. But it looks really strong right at this point. Watch of the MNQ claim 2010. Watch out for MNQ claim 2010. It could be a very good upside move if it's able to claim it. And if it fails, then definitely the pattern is about the failing it. And it's a range. The range came down, moved back up. I'm thinking it's going to squeeze one more time. The way it is setting up, you can easily trap the C2010 is claiming. Just watch for it. So now, given we have the one red candle, so if it breaks over 2015, we will go long. It can squeeze hard one more time if it can able to push us up over 2015. Okay. So far, it's not doing. Would you guys be ready for both? Let's I can ask you, but we'll go any one direction. I'm leaning more towards the long side. It seems to me that they wanted to squeeze it over the highs to the pre-market high. So far, it's just consolidating. Another 1 minute before 10 o'clock, it could be a real spike at 10 o'clock. And if it's spiked up at 10 o'clock, then I'm not going to enter the trade. I want this to go slowly. Because it's 10 o'clock, it can easily fail here in reverse. So if it spike on the long side, I will not chase it. And if it spike down on the short side, I will not chase it. Remember, it's at 10 o'clock, okay? So right now it is failing, seems like it's failing. Another 5 minutes of doji. This 10 seconds are really important. And what has happened next is also really going to be important. So if it stays strong and close over the highs, and then slowly we go back and reclaim 2015, then I'm considering them. So there's no reaction. 10 o'clock happened, but there's no reaction. It's failing now. The only reason I'm not thinking of shorting at this point because we are very close to the VWAPs. So you can easily bounce, and then we're gonna get stuck again on another failed trap. Okay, this is failing it right now. We'll see what happened next. So UVXY is holding it. Look at this bounce. Look at this. Can it fail now? Just watching it, no trade. Watch out if it's breakout again. We can consider going long here. It could be a trap for the short side. So if you look at it again, it retested 22,014 and rejected it. So if it's breakout, that could be a good sign for going long over 20,000, 22,015. Okay, I'm going long. Come on, go, 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 go. Very good. It's going really pushing hard. Remember, 2070 is the pre-market high. Oh shit. So my trading order hit. I basically closed my position. But if you are holding it, just trail it, and the pre-market high is 22,070. That's a really good trade. I'm gonna reconsider entering it again. I mistakenly closed it. So it's rejected it. It's rejected it. Close it, guys. Close it. Okay, close it. It's rejected on the top. There's a upside hammer made it. So if you have not taken the partial, just close it. If you are on the trade, 1 minute is really doji. I don't want you guys to hold that and then get stuck into this, because remember it's still the range day. Okay. Since I'm in the position, so I don't want you to hold that position. On the 1 minute is really made the doji, which is a sign is the reversal of the price action. And remember, as I said, this is going to be a choppy day. It's not a trend day where you need to keep holding your, for longer term, long move. Okay. On a 5 minute chart, on the 2 minute chart, you do nothing wrong. But on a 1 minute, making kind of a break on the upside, what I noticed in my experience that these days, even the 1 minute hammer really basically changed the trend completely. So here, look at this, rejections coming in now. So don't hold it, okay? We don't know. It's exactly close to our entry. So if you are very close to the break even, just close it. We're gonna reconsider if a market gonna push, because still the pre-market high is around 2070. I'm not gonna take any more trade now. This is really, don't think that this candle will turn, pushes the market up. It may not be, because the way it made the hammer on the prior 60 level, uh, it can easily reject here. So therefore, I'm not really keen. We don't have too much room now. On the ES side, NQ still have a room for 2070. It's good. I can reclaim that hammer. Let's see what next. 60 does it go and reach and retest pre-market high, or it just fail here of making by making double top. So there was a big order uh, on the Bookmap, which it absorbed it completely, but didn't break out that level. What CL is doing? See, look at this. Market may move up. Look at this one. The UVXY is failing right now. So that's really mean that the market is getting the trend. There's some news because the crude oil also selling off. There might be some news here. Look at this 2 minutes. That's why I was thinking, these 2 minutes are really the way it is making it may not have a nicer trend anymore. So I think we should not force more trades. Wait for FOMC. There might not be any trend anymore. As I said, that the today is not a day to push. Uh, I am basically on my 3 accounts. On one account, I'm up $378. Another account, I'm up $280, and then on one account, I'm down $86. So overall profitable session, but you know, remember this is the FOMC before the FOMC, so we don't know whether uh, market want to do next. But the way we see the crude oil is selling off and the UVXY is selling off or VIX is selling off, it may seems like there's some news in the background related to geopolitical news. Do you guys know anything about it? If you know, please comment in the comment mention so then we know. Uh, that's important. Who? Those who are buying or those who are selling? Is speaking now? Yeah, that may be the reason, right? So if he's speaking, that's maybe the reason. So don't take any position. You might gonna sudden spike up and down, right? So what time is now? Speaking now or is about to speak? Yes, is he talking now or is about to talk? Okay. Yeah. So I think that may be the reason. So be careful. It can easily spike down immediately without any give you to any reason. It is a range day from pre-market low to pre-market high. And we are very close to pre-market high. There you go. Market is trying to break the pre-market high. Another consolidation, so like a rejection on the top side. On a 2 minute, on a 5 minute, on a 1 minute, everywhere is rejection. Here he goes. He's saying something really, really bullish. What is he saying? Let me just go to CNBC. What is he saying? I think he's saying something really bullish. I think he's saying something really, really bullish. What he's saying? Can you guys see the news? Seems like market wanted to just close the gap. The full recovery. Really strong momentum. Are you guys here? Or? I don't see any news on my side. Oh, it's just a prediction of the Fed news. All right, guys, I'm not going to trade. I think we missed this rally on the Trump news, so we need to wait, and then we'll trade later on. I don't think I'm going to trade anymore today. If I'm available and I see some movement, I come online, but not really. So, guys, I'm really gonna appreciate if you're gonna give a thumbs up. Those who are watching on a YouTube, if you enjoy the content and the trading with us, please give us thumbs up, and hope to see you tomorrow.